What's up, y'all? This your boy Wyclef Jean. Y'all watching Montreality. Let's get it in. Man, I mean, you know, my story is, some people call it a Cinderella story. You know, I was born in Haiti, small town called La Serre. You know, a lot of times I say I'm from the hut, and we really mean that. So we went from the hut to the projects to the mansion. So we say you don't have no excuse. Whatever you want to be, you can do it. But we tell people it don't happen overnight, you know, like the struggle is real, you know. Whether if you see me, whether if you see Jay-Z, whether if you see Beyonce, whether if you see Shakira, whether if you see Mary J. Blige, whether if you see Lil Wayne, there's really no escape. You know, this is like a 16, 17-year grind for everybody that you see. So you plan to get into the business, you know, make sure that you're not trying to get it overnight, because it's not going to happen, and get ready for that 16, 17-year grind, you know what I mean? Came to America, things was a little messed up. They ain't getting no respect to my country, Haiti, you know? So when I got with the Fugees, first thing I did was rep my flag, and my whole intention in the music business was never to be famous, you know? It was to put my country in the map. That's why the first Fuji album is called Blunted on Reality. And when we say Haiti, we're not just talking about Haiti, because when we say refugees, we was just talking about for anybody that felt like they left the land and came to another place and trying to get a sense of belonging, you know what I mean? So that's a little bit of my story, you heard? Student in the classroom, I wasn't the best student, you know, my brother was, he's a lawyer, and had to go to the principal's office. You know, I had a record when I was a little kid. I was like, the principal said who's responsible is doomed for suspension, because in this school it was a rap education, you know what I mean? That's what was going on when I was like, you know, 13, 14 years old. So my mom, though, she always was like, yo, you know, I brought you to America, and, you know, if you don't get your life straight, you're going to get deported, you know? And in school, it wasn't that I didn't have focus. My focus just was like I was a daydreamer. So whatever they was teaching me in the classroom, I was just ahead of that, you know? So, for example, if I'm in the in the classroom, and they teaching me black history, you know, I don't just want to know what the teacher's telling me. I want to know, you know, if Christopher Columbus really discovered America. That's the kind of student I was, you know what I mean? And I really want to understand, like, you know, in world history, you know, in Haiti being the first black republic, how come they didn't teach us that in actual high school? Why wasn't that part of the curriculum, you know what I mean? So things like that, you know, I guess, you know, wasn't popular at the time, you know what I mean? As a teenager growing up, man, ain't really a job I ain't do, you know, like I said on the score. I used to work at Burger King, a king taking orders. Worked at Burger King, I was a security guard, you know. When I say security, serious, because remember when I came with the Fugees, y'all ain't see me with no security. That's because I'm Kung Fu Joe in the hood, you know what I'm saying? They know what I do, you know what I mean? I clean bathrooms with my dad, you know what I'm saying? Like plunge, all kind of the worst jobs you could think about, you know what I mean, that nobody else would do. Those were the jobs that Wyclef Jean was doing, you know what I'm saying? And like I was saying, I had some family members, friends, you know, they always clocking, selling drugs, making mad money, you know what I mean? None of them here right now, you know what I'm saying? So you got to figure out which choice you want to take. My first big paycheck was like 2.5 mil. And I went, first thing I did was bought my mama and my daddy a house. That was my whole thing, you know what I mean? I wanted to make sure that they were straight for everything they put up through. In my previous lifetime, man, I was a warrior, you know what I mean? Like everybody knows me, knows that. That's just not words, you know what I mean? I was a warrior, I led a tribe, you know what I mean? Like I'm leading the tribe right now. I mean, there's no way like you can have my brain of thoughts and really don't read, you know what I'm saying? Like it plays a part of life, you know. I like books more than I liked school, you know what I'm saying, which was crazy at the time, you feel me? Favorite book is probably Egyptian Book of the Dead, you know what I'm saying? You get a chance, definitely check that out. And then, you know, I always encourage people, you know, read the Bible, read the Quran, you know what I mean? Don't like make the choice for yourself, you know what I'm saying? I grew up Christian, you know, but half of my friends are Muslims, you know what I'm saying? Like we have to find some kind of unity in this world. That's what it's about. Actually, my first book is coming out. There's several books. First book's coming out in September. Y'all actually got the exclusive right now. The agent might be pissed off. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying it. But my first book is called Purpose. because that's the first thing I did, right? I had to find my purpose, and that's what a lot of us go through, you know what I mean? There's kids watching this right now grinding, and they getting hated on, you know, so they trying to be like, what's their purpose, you know what I mean? So the first book is Purpose, you know, it's like a biography of this Wyclef. I mean, besides making music, I like fighting, friendly fighting, you know, Thai boxing, slap boxing. I like calisthenics, you know. I'm good with my hands, good with my feet, you know. I do it as a sport, you know, and I actually think I could have been, I know I wouldn't have been a great boxer because us from the Caribbean, you know what I'm saying, that's not our thing, but I think I would have did real good in the kickboxing and the Thai field. Man, my biggest fear is swimming. You know, my girl just got me a trainer to try to teach me how to swim. Because when me and my cousin was little, they threw me in the pool and I almost drowned. And ever since then, I'm in the shallow part with my daughter. You know, she going in the deep area like, Daddy, come on. Now, if I don't have no life vest, I ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? I mean, really, the craziest Fuji story you'll ever heard, whether you see me, Lauren, or Prize, they'll tell you that when we first was coming out, you know what I'm saying, I basically went to a livestock store and I bought a goat, a live goat, and I brought the goat back to the hood, and then I put a Fuji t-shirt on the goat, you know what I mean, with some shades, and I took the goat to New York because we was opening up for a group called Jodeci. So basically, the mascot, my first mascot was for the Fugees was a goat. Now think about that. You in a club, you know what I mean? And then two Haitians and one American show up, and before they rock, you see a goat come out on stage with a green t-shirt that says like Boof Boff on it, which we was promoting at the time. The funny part of the story, the goat shitted on the entire stage and the crowd was pissed off, but we got our point across, you know what I mean? Actually, you know, I ain't speak to Lauren. It's been a minute. I heard about a little drama she got in the news, you know what I mean? Wishing her better on that, you know. Actually, I was on the phone with Prize earlier, and it's all good, you know, nothing but love for the Fugees, man, 100. My last meal is Jili Sospois, Kalalu, you heard me? Know what I mean? Translation, Jili's the rice, Sospois, that's that Haitian gravy, Kalalu is that okra, you heard? My favorite superhero of all time, everybody knows, is Spider-Man, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I got my Spider-Man motorcycle. The reason why it's Spider-Man, because in the hood, everybody know me. I used to climb, like, from the floor all the way. I could climb up to like 4 or 5 stories just climbing. They know what I've done. And then I thought I could have did it because I used to watch Spider-Man, which was crazy. I mean, really, my agents is always trying to get me movies, but my time, you know, is basically, I'm more like a music cat. I love being in the studio, love finding artists and producing, you know, so that's really the focus. Man, they're not alive, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I always want to get in with Jimi Hendrix, you heard? You know, I think modern time right now, I think I'll make some dope music with Kanye, you know, showing up with just my guitar, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just the legacy for me, man. And before I leave the earth, I just want to see the rise of my nation, you know what I mean? Like, 80% of the population don't live on less than $1 a day, you know? I would like to at least see half of my population reading and writing. And I want to be part of that legacy, making that happen. Always Montreality, y'all know what it is. Respect there.